Happy New Year. What a way to start the new year off. And actually, today is January 1st, 2022. And I'm actually recording on New Year. And I wanted to let you guys know, as I tell you guys, the host of 25% podcast, I wanted to let you guys know that I give you the real, the authentic, the stressors, the timing, the things that we go through as business owners and entrepreneurs. People have this perception of entrepreneurs that you have to be a certain way. You have to hold yourself to a certain standard. But that's not the case. And I started 25%, and as this is the third episode, and as I'm growing, I'm learning. I'm learning about how to be a podcast host and how to market and how to chop things up and how to present things to you all and how to reach my audience and how to grow my audience. But with this, as you can see, I'm fumbling with my hands. I'm nervous, and I get nervous, and I have to get used to it. And it's a new chapter for me, new chapter in my life. And what a way to start the new year off with by doing something of my new chapter. So I wanted to bring someone on board today. I've known her since she was a baby. She's very sweet, have a loving personality. Yes, she has a full-time job, and she shared with me that she started her own business. And I was like, oh my gosh, I want everyone to know about your business. You have to come on the podcast. And the reason being is because some of the stuff that I'm going to give her will be some knowledge, but also I want her to speak upon her experience of starting her own business and working a full-time job, and what challenges and the courage and the faith and, how she have to be selfless to where as though with her time. Can't just keep her time to her job and commitment. So I'm not going to answer all the things for her. I'm going to allow her to, Derriel, owner of, what's the name of your business?
The Exclusive.
The Exclusive?
Yes.
Oh, tell us a little bit about The Exclusive. I just jumped clean straight to it, right? But that happens. Because you got to understand, we're not scripted here. I don't want no one to feel that my podcast is scripted. I don't want to feel that we're going to go through a chart of things or a roll of things. I think that it just needs to be organic. I didn't give her no questions that she needed to prepare for, and I try not to give my guests no questions, and I don't want to. I want to talk to them about business and experiences and the things that they encounter. But I want to hear more about The Exclusive.
Right. We should have a theme song. But The Exclusive, I started in May of last year.
Congratulations.
Happy New Year's again. But May 2021. And I wanted to do something that was loungewear because that's where I'm most comfortable, in loungewear. And I dance often, so I'm normally in sweats. So I wanted to do something that was faith-based as well. So it has a message behind it, and I just wanted to get that out there. I've been trying to start it for the longest, and I just had the faith to do it last year.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And as people don't know, a lot of people don't know, but a lot of business owners do know, it's a process. Definitely, and it takes a lot. It takes a lot. And when you said you started way in May, because I just ordered some, and I love it. It's very relaxing. You guys will know one thing about me. I will tell you the real. If I don't like it, I don't like it. I'm very comfortable. I like it. And yes, I ordered a lot of gray because she was laughing at me saying, gray is your favorite color. Yes, so if y'all ever want to send me T-shirts, ash gray is the favorite. Size medium. Yeah. But, I wanted to know, you started in May and it's now in January. So I just ordered last month in December. So with that process, share with the viewers from May to December, what did you go through? And what took the process, that long to get there? Was it, she scared? Was it, what manufacturers getting the product to you? What took those 6 months, or 7 months, really?
Mm-hmm. So trials and tribulations. No, I'm playing, but it was a battle trying to start. And a lot of my stuff is like faith over everything. So I fear a lot. So that's why it probably took me so long. Mm-hmm. And trying to do the research, just doing research and trying to get it out there. You also have to have a plan, and I didn't have a plan. Mm-hmm. So I just started like making content and stuff like that, trying to get it out more. I was just taking pictures and just putting it out and hoping people see it, but now I'm trying to make content. I'm trying to be consistent and intentional.
Consistent is hard. And I've been in business almost 20 years, almost 2 decades, honestly. And when I first started, it was just like a wing. But when you say consistent, that just hit me. It's like, I have to put content out this Wednesday. I have none. I have to be consistent. So that means as a boss and as an entrepreneur, I had to come in today. And I thank you for coming at the last minute. I was like, you telling me my stuff is ready. And I'm like, oh, I need to see you this Wednesday. I mean, and I'm excited because to watch you grow, to be this phenomenal young lady, this phenomenal woman. I mean, kudos. You finished college, and I know your parents are proud. And that's a huge accomplishment. And also to go into another step or direction to be like, okay, hey, I did this. I handed this degree to my parents, but now this is something for me. So to have to start this business, of course, is nervous because it can blow up. Like this can be in Macy's, Bloomingdale's stores I shop, Neiman Marcus. I mean, those are the type of stores and stuff that I shop at. But like, this is huge and it's good. It's cute. It has what you did great. You have a target audience. You don't just have just a T-shirt. You have a specific where it's not as broad, and that's a great thing. People that believe in God and people that, believe in their faith, and that's the message that you're sending, and that is huge, and that's admirable. So that comes with that 7 months of you taking your time. And how did you feel when you sold your first customer? And please say I was your first customer.
I was excited. You was my first customer in Atlanta.
I was your first customer in Atlanta!
But I was excited, and whether it's like friends or family, I appreciate all the support. So it really doesn't matter where it comes from. I just appreciate it. So I was excited. I printed out my labels, and I was like, oh, my goodness.
You got emotional?
I did. Because like I said, it was fear. And to know that I accomplished something and just have one order, it was like a big thing for me. So I did get a little emotional.
And and guess what? That goes to the appreciation and the hard work that you appreciated. And that's a good thing. Because when they told me, like, okay, I was talking to my team this week, and I was like, it's like you had 30 views of your first YouTube. And I was like, ah! And I was really sad on a Zoom meeting. I was just like sad. And I was sad. And they told me when we got to that part, we had 30 viewers. And I was just jumping up, and I was ecstatic. I was elated. And it was like, why are you so, like, what's going on? We trying to get you to a goal of 1,000. I was like, no, you don't understand. That means a lot. I had 30 views. I was excited. I appreciate them 30 people. And if you're 30 that saw the first episode and you're watching today, thank you. You're helping me to achieve my goal. But that's why I want to give them. So what was the struggles with this business?
Ooh, the struggles. Ooh.
Because you have a full-time job. Now, we didn't say that. You have a full-time job and you work, we're not going to tell you schedule, but you work good hours. So with that, in your business, how?
Good long hours. I'm going to tell them my hours. I am a nurse, full-time nurse. I work night shift. So about 12 hours. Trying to get home and make product, it's tiresome. So it's a struggle for real, but I guess you have to choose your battles, and if this is something that you want to do for yourself, then you just have to push through it, push through the tiredness.
So how do you get sleep with all that? Like 12 hours, and then you have to go back to work again, and you're working 12 hours? Like, what? Like, tell me about it.
Ain't no sleep. Ain't no sleep.
Oh, no, because everybody feels that when you're a boss, you get to make your own schedule. When you're a boss, you get to do what you want to do. No.
You can't.
And share that with them again, please. Ain't no what?
Ain't no sleep.
Ain't no sleep. And you only been in this 7 months and ain't no sleep. So imagine. So guess what? When you get employees and you're responsible for employees, that's it. And I think now you're a one-man show, right? So you have to do everything. And you have to do the marketing. Like you say, content. And content, guys, is things that you come and you make and you put together, like you want to post on social media, the marketing materials and stuff that you want to put out there. Those things are content, and you have to do that. You have to keep awareness to your brand and your product. So, and like you said, you have to get off work 12 hours. You have to fill the orders, and you have to make content. You have to do those things. That's a lot.
It's a lot.
And then like when you get your money, it's like, okay, oh, I made this money. So what did you say when you start making the money going to the bank? Was you ready to spend it, or you was like, I gotta buy more product?
I have to buy more product.
Oh no.
I have to buy more product.
No, you don't, because everybody feels like, oh, the company's making money, and the money it makes, you automatically gets all of it. So do they realize that you have to buy more product?
Yeah, you have to.
Oh my gosh. Trust me. So people tells me, I was talking to someone this week, and it was like, oh, you just make a ton of money. That's not true. That's not true. As being a business owner, the money that comes in does not automatically goes to you. Like buying, to even just with this podcast, buying the stuff that the mics, the signs, the drapes, the rides, the installation, the videographer, paying the marketing team behind it, buying this stuff right here. So it's like, no, you spend money before you make money. When you make money, you're playing catch up. Mm-hmm. When you're a small business owner, you're not automatically rich.
Right. Right, and I thought that.
You thought it, right?
I was like, I'm going to make this money. No.
Make this money. I think it's T.S. Madison. She's just like, but it's not the case. And you can have, you're probably building content to put out there and market, but you can sell one shirt today and none tomorrow.
Right. And
none the next day, and then 10 on Saturday. But then you sell none on Sunday. Right. Do people understand that? So with your friends, how did they receive it? Like, how did your friends receive it, and how supportive were they when you first started?
They were very supportive. They were some of my first customers as well. So they're very supportive, and they're still supporting me, because still days I'd be like, I'm not about to do this. I'm about to quit.
Why?
Because like you said, you could sell something on Monday, don't have a sale for the next 2 weeks, and I'd be like, where is my money gonna come from? How am I supposed to buy product?
Yes.
But you have to spend money to make money.
Yes. But I'll tell you this, and let me answer that now. You know, one of the queens is, I don't want to overtake the podcast with me just talking, but I want to give you some advice, and I hope I reach to some of my viewers and they understand this. Just because when you start out you don't make a lot of money doesn't mean you have to throw in the towel. You know, I wrote a book, it's called Eat What You Kill. You have to go out and get the money. It don't knock at your doorstep. So now you need to figure out, how can I get my sales, and how can I get this to my audience? And if it's faith-based, I would connect with churches if I was you, and tell them the message behind my clothing, and partner with churches, and partner with getting them out there, and with other Christian bases. I would try to do that. Then I would also connect with people on social media to influencers, because you want them, it's going to cost you money up front, and you get a code, and you put a code next to the name where they track it, and get them to stand behind your brand. That's all Nike does. So some things that you don't have to reinvent. The process is there. Do not get discouraged. I love your product.
Thank you.
I love your product. I know I bought it through your Facebook page or something, I think, where I went through, or you sent me the link.
I sent you the link.
Okay, what is the link?
It's www.theexclusivellc.com.
Okay. So theexclusivellc.com, and so that's where people can go and purchase the product. And I don't want you to get discouraged. I want to get back to that part. So because you got to realize this. In business, money doesn't always come every day. But you got to figure out a day when will be your season. Because business does have slow seasons. And you have to prepare for that. And like you stated, you got the money, and you still want to know where you're going to buy the product from. You want to continue to generate revenue. You want to see, okay, well, hey, I got this. If this message, marketing, well, let me get some cups, let me get some mugs, or let me get some pens, because my message is more too. It's not just the clothing. I'm pushing the message. And people relate to messages more than they relate to clothes. So that's what you want to do. That would be a good market tool for you. Push your message, because you have a client, you have a audience, and with that audience, y'all are working on a message. The clothing quality is going to change. Everybody's not going to just buy a great T-shirt for the rest of your business, entity. Like, as long as you have it. No, you're gonna have to change. So you have to change the quality of things, the designs, the logos, all that stuff is going to continuously change with time. Because I remember when I was a kid, many moons ago, I bought a Pepsi and a grab bag of Doritos. I used to buy a 16-ounce Pepsi and a grab bag of Doritos for $1. Yes, I am that old. But, time changes. Now sodas are $3. I was someplace, it was like $2.79. I was like, for water? Kenwood water used to be 65 cents. But I want you to understand that. You have a great message. And you have an audience, you have a target audience. Now it's time to tap into that audience and give them other things and products that they can utilize. So if a client don't buy a t-shirt today, but they may buy a mug today. If they don't buy a mug, they may buy a candle. If they don't buy a candle, they may buy an ink pen. So you want to expand your product and your brand to them. And you want to reach, trust me, it's not something you're going to do overnight. It's not something you're going to be able to do tomorrow. So, and I want you guys that are listening, that are small business owners, that are struggling with the thought of like, oh, I started my candle business. I can't sell a candle every day. You guys got to realize this. McDonald's don't just sell straight hamburgers all day. They sell kids meals. They sell chicken nuggets. They sell McGriddles. They serve breakfast. You have to change and offer a variety of things. And when I was a kid, they always told me always have 5 streams of revenue. But sometimes inside of that one business can be 5 different streams of income for you. So you don't have to start 5 different businesses. You can offer 5 services, or you can offer 4 services, and that's 25%. 25 for this, for the shirts, 25 for the candles, 25 for the mugs, 25 for the ink pens. Those are things that are equal your 100% of your business. So don't get discouraged. Take this as a learning curve and understand that, hey, I want to give to my people and my followers and my audience. So guess what? Even with a book, write a faith-based book, because your faith took you to start this business. And I'm proud of you. And I know your dad personally, so I know he's always been proud. So I know he's head over heels excited. Like, my baby got a business, got this. So you do. And I'm more than sure, like you said, your friend supported you and supporting you. I know for sure everybody's proud. So don't get discouraged. It's going to be days like, because trust me, it's been days where I had to eat noodles. Mm-hmm. You worry about you buying product. How about when I had to worry about how I'm going to pay the people that have to come to work every day? Yeah. Think about it. But don't give up and don't get discouraged. So you can even do, let's say, little, what they call those things, and it's on the tip of my tongue. It's in my, it's on the, you want to roll off your tongue. I know I'm not the only person that this happens to. So like a raffle, in a sense. Raffle some of your product off. And you can do a raffle base and say, okay, well, hey, win a free t-shirt. And I'll answer these questions. You're going to have to engage more with your audience. You're going to have to put sponsorship dollars behind it. And I don't want you to get discouraged, because I'm loving it. Before we even started taping, I was like, I'm wearing this all day. Then I tell you, I'm like, I'm ready to get in them sweatpants I ordered. So, yes, no, don't give up. That's some good product. But the problem is that everybody doesn't know it's good. So it's your job as a business owner to let them know it's good and give them that product. My lender, who I purchased who I went through with my home, I sent him a couple of referrals. He's like, oh, we were on the phone talking. He was like, oh, and I'm getting to this somewhere with this story, guys. He's like, oh, none of your people called me. I was like, no, I gave this person, I called one name out. He's like, oh yeah, they did call me. I was like, well, that's not my job to sell once they call you. Yeah. You still have to sell them. I refer you, but you still have to sell. When you call a person, you can't be rude. Or when you call a person, you can't just be like, okay, thank you for calling. You still got to hunt. You eat what you kill. Mm-hmm. So this amazing thing. So how is it to where it's though your job knows? Like, what do they say?
My job doesn't know.
Okay. Well, we're not going to tell where she works. They only know, but I don't think it's totally different. It shouldn't interfere, should it?
It doesn't interfere. No, it doesn't. Yeah,
but I mean, you want to keep it quiet. You want to keep it to you. You want to keep it to yourself. So I get that. And a lot of people do. But I think I'll share this. Some of your best supporters can be your coworkers.
I know. And my thing is, I really don't talk to people at work. I just go to do my work. So yeah, getting it out there, it worked. I'm gonna do it one day. I be wearing my sweatshirts to work sometimes.
You have to stop that.
Why?
Because you're an entrepreneur. And if you can't sell, then you need to hire someone to sell for you. Mm-hmm. But you can't be shy in the shallow. You cannot be. Because they have your coworkers. You got to understand, you're in the medical field. So a lot of coworkers, they wear scrubs. They like relaxing stuff. Put some dope scrubs together.
Yeah, I thought about it. Thought about it.
You can't be shy. Come on. You have a dope message. You have it. It said God made. And I'm a God-fearing man. And everything that I have is on my faith base. I trust God for it, and I'm thankful for it. I'm blessed. It's not because of not no one else but Him. He's the one that has blessed me and got me to be here. And my faith is what brought me along. So when you have for your business, you want to let people know. Make you some little cards or flyers, because of COVID or whatever have you, and just airdrop some stuff to people at work. If you turn your airdrop on and take a message and just hit it, bing, and let it just pop up to them. I mean, that's a unique creative way. But you want to figure out a way, how can you expand to your coworkers and let them know you have a large base right there. And I'm more than sure people would love to. You have a very sweet personality. I love talking to you, my little counselor. So you have a wonderful personality. So I know people like you. You can't be shy. You gotta get that. You gotta get that message out there. I think at your job y'all may have a bulletin, like they send out email blasts to everyone.
Yeah.
Ask how you can get your business into that.
Okay.
So how can you get it in there? And also, what would be good? Get a couple shirts and bring them to work and give them to a couple people. Like, I tell people this all the time, and this is a good marketing tip. If you're ever walking in a mall and you see the Chinese restaurants, they'll take their employees and have them standing out passing out free samples, because you don't know how good their food is. And they're giving you a sample to tell you how good it is. So I would expand in the medical field with scrubs, where it can be more of a relaxing thing, to where as though they have, even if it's like, what do you like as a nurse when you get off work and want to get out of those scrubs? Or what do you want? What type of scrub would you prefer? Use this time to be creative with that and bring that. That's the uniqueness. That's a niche. And that's something that, your team can see. So I want to pull this out of you. I want you to tell me right now. So what would be your goal for 2022 as a business owner?
My goal would be probably consistent business first. And like you said, I need to become more open about my business. So I don't want to be shy about it anymore. I just want to talk about it and be open. Mm-hmm. So that's a goal. I've been writing down my goals. Mm-hmm. I'm going to talk about it more. Mm-hmm. But I definitely want consistent business.
You want consistent business?
Yeah.
So you know how that's going to be. Letting the world know it's there.
Yeah.
So when you taste the food, just always think of the Chinese restaurants inside of the malls. What they do. They give you free samples.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to put a little bit more behind it, and you're going to have to get it out there. You're going to have to let people know this is my business and this is the quality of products that I have. And I want you to know. I want the world to know about it. And everybody may not buy a shirt, but if 25% of the population does, that's a good amount.
It is.
T-shirt business, apparel business is a $1 million business a year. You can make good money doing it. So you got to let the world know. So when you was drawing, how did you come up with the logo?
I was just in bed one day just writing down different things. And on my computer, just typing in different fonts. Mm-hmm. And I like this font. Mm-hmm. I like graffiti type things. I like the New English type thing. But that's what I was doing. Just writing and typing up stuff. Until I came up with something that I liked.
So that's good. Did you take and do surveys with people?
I wanted to, because I have 2 different fonts with the God made, but I haven't put it out there yet.
Why not?
I don't know. Procrastination.
But what advice would you give you? What do you want to give to the new, excuse me, I hit the mic. What do you want to give to the new entrepreneurs that starting their business in your situation? What advice and motivation can you give to them? Encouraging words, shall I say?
Well, it's going to be a battle. Like I say, you have to choose your battle. And if this is something that you want to do for yourself, you need to push forward. Push through procrastination. Push through whatever you've heard on the internet, because I've heard some things like not everybody's going to make it, but you just have to push through like negativity, push through it.
Mm-hmm.
And like it is, faith over everything. Don't be scared.
Don't be scared. You can't be scared. And that's what you told. So you know what? You just talked to yourself just now.
I know.
You just talk to yourself. And that's the thing. So, and with it, like, so you have a routine how you deal with business every day, or you just some days you work on it, or some days, or every day you touch it? How do you do it?
Trying to be consistent. I at least try to make some content at least every other day. I can't hit it every day, but it's trying to be consistent. I want to get to every day, but right now it's like every other day I'm making content, or I'm just working on a new font, stuff like that. Mm-hmm.
So you know something else you can do? You ever thought about putting on a fashion show?
No.
What?
I haven't.
Well, you should think about that. Johnny Fashion, because you have to realize you have a product that you want to put out there into the show in the world, and you got to get it and get some models. You have to come out that shell. You're a boss now.
I know.
I think if people always say that Beyonce was shy, but when she get on stage, she's an amazing entertainer. And she's not the same as she is on stage as she is off stage. And everybody loves Beyonce. I love Beyonce. Yeah. But I love her shows when she do them. She's amazing. But I also admire that she lives a private life outside of entertainment and outside. She's a different person. She's a private person. And that's the respect, and I model that. Like, I'm Donald when I come, well, Mr. Williams when I come to work, well, Donald when I come to work. But I'm Disco when I'm off. That's my nickname. Disco. Yes. But that's me. On my off time, I am just me. I do things. I try not to, I try to have that free time to disconnect. And you need that as a business owner.
You do.
Excuse me. So, what words of wisdom would you give? Like, what you live by with your business?
I live by all of these sayings.
Tell them to us.
Determined, optimistic, phenomenal, and extraordinary.
Okay.
They're all those things. So believe in yourself and just do it. Just do it. And I know I've heard this before. Just do it. It ain't that simple. But you got to just do it.
It's not.
It's not. And people are like, just do it. Just start. It's harder to start, and it's easier to give up. So I just say just keep on going. If you have that business, if you have it in mind, the same God that gave you that idea, he's going to give you the tools that you need to succeed. And that's what I just go by every day.
Well, thank you.
No problem.
Thank you for coming.
No problem.